Alrighty, looks like we have all 10 players in the server. Knife round is about to begin. Auto director is on. Replay buffer is going, hopefully. So, with any luck, replays will be working functionally tonight. And tonight, third day in the row of ESEA Open, we've got Hazard Gaming versus Polara Gaming. Going down the roster. Hazard Gaming, we've got Hrund, Gambit, Reach, Pyrex, and Echoes. Over on Polara, we've got Colin, Perimeter, VPZ, Alpha, and Cound? I think it's Cound. I'm gonna go with Cound 2K. You better push some smokes, that 2K in his name, though. Hazard Esports picks up the knife round, and pick CT, who would have thought? Casting Nuke, I think, the past 2 days in a row, and probably for the next 3 to 4 days in a row. I'm bound to repeat myself with certain phrases, certain things you'd say on the map every time, and it's more noticeable when you do it day to day. But it's ESEA. One map a week, not much you can do about it. Buy looks pretty standard on both teams. Armor for 3 players on Polara. Armor across the board for Hazard, and an assortment of utility for Polara. Looks like we might have a rush coming through Squeaky right now, and right down the vents. Echo is going to get the first kill of the map as he takes out Cound. VPZ going to answer that right back as he takes out Reach. Putting that long-range Glock to work. I think I made that like a double headshot to make that happen. Gambit actually tags up another player through the smoke as they enter the vents, but all 4 players did make it down to B, even playing numbers. VPZ hiding over by Dark. Here's the footsteps right above him. He's going to get the player right in the head. Only at 2 HP to begin with. Great plays. Echo's going to jump down. VPZ turns the corner but can't quite get away. It's up to Perimeter now. Sole player left, hiding in Toxic. The defuse has begun. The Perimeter hears it. He's trying to get out there, take out this player. Ooh, the player actually did get off the bomb for a split second, and that was Echoes, who was on the defusal. And I believe Echoes should have enough time to get this. Oh, getting off the bomb actually may have died. Cousin's going to be so close right now. No, gets it. Oh, wow. That'd be like 4 or 5 ticks later on the server. And that would have been punished for getting off the bomb. But they do pull it out. Very close round right there. That was probably one of the most solid B takes I've seen this season, so got to give it to Polara. Didn't work out for them, but you know what? Got the bomb down, got some money. It's going to allow them to get some upgraded pistols across the board, except for VPZ who's going to sit on that Glock. And you know what? When you pull off as many headshots as he did that round, I can't fault him for it. Echoes pulling off 3 umps, MP9, and a single rifle over there on Gambit. Looks like more of a default play. You've got 2 players over there on Silo. 3 inside. And actually, this player's already jumping down onto Catwalk. Not spotting any players over by Garage. Pretty much a stock setup here by Hazard Esports. 1 player in all of the appropriate positions. Echoes putting some fire down, but Cound actually rounds Catwalk just in time to take out Pyrex. VPZ putting that Glock to work once again, taking out Echoes. And well, answered back by Gambit for a second, but Cound's going to take out Gambit right back. So suddenly this is looking very doable. Reach is going to take out VPZ. And Cound answering back, gets very low health and takes him out. And it's now 1v3 on the back of nothing but upgraded Glocks. And wow, they picked up rifle, UMP, and Hrund is now down to 10 HP. Gonna throw a quick little pop flash out, but it's a fake as he hears Cound downstairs, but Cound's gonna take him out. Polara Esports answers immediately back. Very nice. This is looking much better than the last match we casted. Good work in Polara Esports. They're not gonna fiddle around with any sort of submachine guns in this round. Alpha gonna hold on that UMP from last round, but AKs across the board except for Perimeter, holding on to that M4 that they picked up. I'll be interested to see any sort of smoke plays, executes come out, set pieces, as our good friend DDK would say, but doesn't look like it. Alpha actually got some early action in there. And VPZ as well. Reach is going to answer back with some aggression in the radio room. They've got the bomb down actually and picked up one of those AKs. This is looking very bad for Polara Esports right now as 2 more players go down. Perimeter, last man alive. He knows where at least 2 of these players are. And may have heard that. I think the jump may have made some noise. It's going to be hard to tell. But he's got a minute 15 to play with, and he wants to go down. Ooh, makes a bit of a footstep. I think Reach may have been too far away to hear that, but he is looking the correct way. He's watching Mini. But it does look like Perimeter going to go through Squeaky where the lowest HP player is located, or maybe not. Trying to spot this out, checking his corners. As soon as he turns through this, Reach is going to take him out. Did spot out the legs, but didn't have the upper body shot there. So Hazard Esports answers right back. I'm liking the way this is going so far. Polara Esports does have plenty of money saved up. They're probably going to get right back into this with at least a half buy, it looks like. 2 CZs, 2 Tech 9s, and make that 3 for a matching set. Meanwhile, all rifles over on Hazard Esports. No one's looking to try and build bank right now. They just want to win some rounds. Might be kind of difficult for how these are playing out. VPZ, very close to that door right now. I think he heard Echoes jump down. Echo's going to back up towards garage. VPZ, pull the trigger! You can see him! I mean, you can't, but it's like you could. Colin checking that vent angle. And 3 of these players are actually going to move towards radio room where Reach is actually held quite close on headshot box. He's going to take out the first and back off down ramp. Took quite a bit of damage there, down to 10 HP. He's going to hide himself down into the dark as these players slowly push down. Pyrex comes with the rotate, gets a little tap out, finishes it up, takes out Colin. Perimeter answers back with beating out Rund. But Echoes is going to take out 1, as well Pyrex. 1 player left over on perimeter. Make that none. Gamma's going to finish him off as the damage dealt was just too much for that headshot. Hazard Esports is going to be the first team in this match to string 2 rounds together. Polara Esports, still enough money in the bank actually with the damage they had done to the economy of Hazard Esports to buy into this round. Everybody but Colin going to be picking up rifle. And we're going to see our first AWP of the match. And Rund himself actually picked one up for the side of Hazard Esports. He's going to go outside, watch on Silo. I'd expect a quick peek out on outside. But that'll be blocked off with the smoke that Colin just throwed. Auto Director finally being a friend and showing us what we need to see. Molotov is going to come out. Not exactly sure if that went where he wanted it to. A little bit far off, but that's going to give them safe passage into Secret. Count spots out a player, actually tags him, gets the second follow-up shot to him. He's going to take out Gambit, but Rund, the AWPer of Hazard Esports, is going to take out VPZ. Echo is going to follow it up with a kill on Coffin. Rund getting another one on perimeter. That was a dangerous little scooch over there towards Secret. Count on the headshot angle. Oof, narrowly misses it. The grenade did some damage and Reach followed it up, took him out. All down to Alpha right now, who knows where Rund is. Peeks the corner wide, takes out Rund. That's AWP down, makes it 1v3 now, but Pyrex gonna shoot him in the back as he backs in towards the ace bomb site. Hazard Esports. Don't want to toot Rund's shots too much. Rund Esports, you know, maybe after they win the season, we'll see if they rename that one. But no, Hazard Esports stringing together 3 rounds in a row. Polara Esports gonna be on the Eco now. However, they are going to upgrade some pistols. 3 P250s, 2 Deagles. Magic can always happen with these pistols. Not a single grenade, though. So I'd expect maybe an all-out A-rush, maybe down vents. We'll see what happens. We've got 4 players on the inside. I believe that is... Who is that? VPZ was looking for any outside aggression, which is very smart. Happens more and more. We watch this. Echoes on the opposite side of that door, but he peeks in through a window on Hut, gets taken out by that Deagle. You can never discount pistols in this game. 3-4 players still, peeking around through lobby. Ooh, but Reach with that MP9, taking out 2, building the bank. It's going to put player advantage into the hands of Hazard Esports. Count, spots out the player. Knows the location, takes him out. Ooh, but it's going to get traded out right immediately by Gambit. He's playing out through a turnpike. Two players pushing through. Gambit getting a second one. I don't know if he can see the barrel. He sees it now. Definitely he's going to get himself a third. Make that a triple. Taking out VPZ. Hazard Esports extends their lead 5-1. Money starting to look decent as that round loss starts to go more in their favor. I think it's an AWP purchase. Nope, that was the wrong team I was looking at. AKs across the board. Almost full nades. Something's going to happen this round. As long as they keep doing economic damage, they can make this slightly feasible to get 5, 6, 7 rounds on the T side. However, we do have a double AWP setup for a CT side, which is interesting. Don't see that too often. One holding on ramp, one holding outside. Flashbangs are going to come out, but they do have a wall of smokes. Ooh, that looked perfectly lined up, but sadly did not connect. 5 players all going down secret. This is kind of rare to see. Usually you've got one man to stick outside, one to stick in the lobby. Make sure nothing bad happens on the flank. Echoes relays all that information to his teammates, though. They're going to start rotating. Echoes backs off, gets safe. Gets the player who's playing on ramp. Breach is going to go down. And they know right where Echoes is. Sees the head. Going to take him out by Colin. Picking himself up 2 kills. Alpha picking up another MVP. Zed following that up before he goes down to Gambit. Last Soul player alive, but gets caught turning around in a slightly awkward angle. Count's going to pick that one up. And Polara Esports picking up their second round in the match. Plenty of money built up, though, these past 7 rounds by Hazard Esports. They're going to get the buy. 4 M4s, 1 AWP. How is run spawn? It's a little bit late. He had a really early spawn last round, but it was smoked off immediately and very wisely by Polara Esports. But it does look like all 5 players going to be inside. 4 in lobby right now, 1 peeking through radio room. Make sure there's no aggression coming up. They probably heard that as one player drops down and smokes are going to come out. Actually, I believe that Hazard Esports is double smoke that accidentally. A little bit of a miscommunication there. Reach. Holding behind big box. Smoke is going to come out. I believe that's going to let them go right into vents, but Echoes shooting through the door and the smoke. It's going to ward them off. And actually, all those players over on Polara Esports, they're going to rotate. They're going to go down towards ramp. Only 1 player there right now, and I believe that this has to be called out. Someone has to be going down vents right now. Run, thankfully, is back there. Gets a twofer! Oh my god! Absolutely beautiful shot there as they line up for him. But he's going to get answered back by perimeter, bring this down to even numbers. 1 player down in the vents, gets spotted out, tagged up ever so slightly. 26 damage put out on the Echoes. He's going to push himself back down to double doors, and I believe he hears the bomb being planted. Perimeter gets him just as he gets down the stairs. Hazard Esports, 2v3, still completely doable. Kits in hand, 1 player coming down a ramp right now. The other player, I believe, is rotating back in down secret. Yep, that he is. Auto-directed, thank you very much. Gets the first, and Pyrex actually gets the second. He was stuck over in that corner. It's now going to be a 1v2 for Colin, who has had some great shots so far, but cannot line them up at the moment. Gambit's going to take him. Put him down. Absolutely great shot. I'm going to go back real quick and look at that replay. Just as the T's enter in, Rond lines it up. Bam! With the twofer. Absolutely beautiful. That's got to feel good. Even if you lose the round, that's got to give you a little bit of confidence, a little bit of oomph behind your shots. Hazard Esports back on the bye. They've got to win this round or they're going to be on a fairly poor bye next round if they don't. I can say that for both teams. This is a very important round right now. It's been going back and forth just enough to keep these players down economically. And missed that first one. Had not turned auto-director back on. Sorry about that. Reach is actually pushed up into radio room. Spots the player's barrel, throws in a grenade. It's going to tag up VPZ just a little bit. We've got 2 players on the outside. Actually, I believe that's 3. 2 up on silo, 1 on lower. They're going to get on themselves on the catwalk right now, and I don't think Gambit has made any noise. There are 2 players down in garage. I think they see this coming. Run goes down. Auto-director, you're failing me horribly right now. Colin takes out Gambit. Makes it 3v3. Pyrex going to get a kill. Answered back immediately by Perimeter, who's answered back immediately after that as Reach takes out him. And Reach is up on top of that silo. Did not actually see him get out on the roof. This mini-map is so misleading sometimes. Next week when we're on a different map, I can take more control of the auto director and actually get the observer feed mostly in my own hands. So I'll be able to see where the sites are individually instead of having them stacked on top of each other in the minimap. But Hazard Esports picks up the round. I believe that was two strung together. And it's going to be a pretty hard eco over in Polara Esports. 1 Deagle, 2 P250s, and a single flashbang. Let's see what they can do with this. All 5 players on the inside. Echo's going to drop down a smoke, thwart any early plays towards vents. Reach still holding on that ramp. Oh, through the smoke! Echoes gets a cheeky little shot through the door and through the head of VPZ, and actually tags up 2 of the players. Colin and Perimeter going down below half health. And Echoes over there. Ooh, Haran was joining him, but he's going to go down immediately. Colin spots out Echoes. Nearly got the headshot out on him too. Echoes gets 2 players lined up. The runs out of bullets. He's going to have to back up and away. Very low health on Polara Esports, but they've dealt some damage. If they could just follow that up, get a couple more kills, even if they don't win this round, deal some economic damage to Hazard Esports. Alpha is going to go peek right in. Doesn't spot anybody immediately. Colin pushing through. He spots a player looking away. Colin is lethal with that deagle. It's beautiful. He took out Gam before Pyrex put him down. Alpha's going to be the last remaining player alive after Ecos takes out Count. Spots the shoulder, gets the headshot. It's going to be a rifle in his hands. He's got 20 seconds to make it to the bomb site, where he can try and plant the bomb, get some extra money for himself, or just hold on to that AK. It's going to be up to him. Side. 15 seconds. There is a player in vents. Oh, gave away his position. He's going to be holding onto this AK, or just trying to. He knew that it would be a little too risky trying to plant the bomb right now with just 10 seconds left. So AK carried over to the next round. A lot of economic damage done over on Hazard Esports. So they're going to get a good buy into this round. Probably have to drop a weapon for 1 player to get full utility. But Polara Esports is going to be able to buy into this round on the back of that AK that was saved. Match is paused right now, which will give me... Oh, I was going to go to a replay, but sadly, I think I may not have that. Let's go back. Actually, I can do this on the fly since we're waiting. There we go. I believe this will be the 1 deke from Colin that we first saw at the opening of last round. Nope, that was Echoes, who just put some bullets to the smoke and managed to line one up. Absolutely beautiful. Just knows the angle that people would be peeking that from. Worked out for him. Not too bad of a time for Polara Esports to take a timeout. Oh, actually, it looks more like it's going to be technical, if anything else. I didn't look at the pings of the players, but there may have been an issue there. Looks good across the board, but then again, that player that's out of the server, you can't really see what his ping is. 30-second timeout, so probably a quick little restart of CSGO is what's in order. Looks like Hazard Esports is going to have the double AWP setup again. I actually have been liking this. I was a little questioning of it the first time I saw the solo solo ramp hold with the AWP, but it tends to work out more often than not. If anything, it's a psychological warfare against the terrorist side as soon as they peek into radio room, because it's such a narrow choke point. You go through 2 different doorways, so you get players lined up in there. It can be very dangerous, which means you'll have players trickle out more 1 by 1, which kind of lets you take your shot, back off down ramp, hold that angle, back off towards dark, and have a player rotate either down into vents or push up through turnpike. So it can work. And it seems to have been working for Hazard Esports, actually. That 10th player, though, back in the server, doesn't look like any major ping issues, so some sort of technical difficulty, maybe some Ventrilo, TeamSpeak, Mumble, connection issues. I don't know. It's all conjecture, but anyways, we are into this next round. 4 players on the inside. one player out on silo. Looks like the smoke is going to plume. Where was that? Try and switch to that. Another flash going to stall it. An early push just as footsteps are first heard by Hazard Esports. Another smoke thrown down by Echoes. Stall that out ever so slightly longer. I really like the utility they've been using. Hand run. I'm going to pick up the first kill on Colin, who has been lethal with that deagle, but he had an AK in hands this time. Pyrex, that's one player pass. Very good trigger discipline. Gets picked off by VPZ, but Echoes and Gambit answer that back where Alpha picks off a kill and gets put down in his own place by Gambit. Very strong round there by Hazard Esports. I'm liking it. As I tried to say before that happened, Hazard Esports has been very good with their utility, stalling out any early pushes, making Polara Esports sit back and sweat and wonder if they should change up their plays. They've shuffled around once or twice in previous rounds, because it's really, really frightening to push through those smokes and even just try and get into vents safely out Squeaky. But back on the Eagle round, 2 players with armor, 3 Tech 9s, P250 and a deagle, and they're out early into radio room. Smoke has just plumed though. Grenade's going to come in from Gambit. Not going to connect with anybody, but did spot out a single player, so a little bit of information. While fire being exchanged. And through that door as Echo tries to pull up another cheeky frag through that. Colin holding that same headshot angle he did before, and he is damn good at those. I want to see more of those. I'm actually going to go back and sit on his for just a second. 2 players backed off as Echoes throws down another smoke, once again using the utility very wisely. Spots the first player. Oh, and it goes just past his ear. He's got a new piercing to live with through that one, but very close, Colin. Meanwhile, 3 more players push back into radio room, make that 4. Flash makes him come out. Reach does not care, though. Gets the first, gets the second. Pyrex is going to back him up, and he's going to get the third. Absolutely stunning, beautiful op work right there. Let's see how that went back in replay. So you can see the players gathering. Oh, it didn't. Oh, my bad, my bad. Really quickly can fix this. We have time. Now I've got OBS set up, I actually have to go back and delete the videos as I record them. And since we're back in the round, I'm actually going to skip that. Missed the triple kill replay. Do apologize for that. It's a lot to keep track of. I'm just happy to be able to do replays. Sadly, I have to do it without sound because it actually picks up my mic, and there's no way to actually turn that off yet. I'm going to upgrade to OBS Studio soon, and hopefully there is some sort of plugin I can do to make that happen. Then I'm going to look into shadow play, but actually on the outside I should stop talking because we've got 3 players pushing up and out. Hrun is the only player there with the AWP. He's going to throw out an early molly. That's where that molly from the 3rd round wanted to go. Gambit right around the corner. Ooh, goes down to 12 HP before he takes out Moose. Echoes peeks up on secret, gets 2 kills for himself before he's put down by Alpha. Pyrex trying to answer that back, deals a lot of damage, but Colin's going to put him down. And it's all up to Colin now, who is going to go down to Hrun's op. 11-2 now. Polara Esports need to start stringing together rounds immediately. They're on a good loss bonus. They're going to be able to buy in this round. They absolutely have to. You want to get at least 5 rounds on T-side. It's pretty much vital. AKs across the board, almost full utility on the side of Polara Esports. Moose, he's going to be the first to rush in here. No smoke is plumed yet. Reach is there, though, with the AWP. Molly is thrown to back him off that spot. He's going to go down ramp. While his teammates... actually, yeah, bit of a rotate coming. We have 1 player coming up Turnpike right now. They're holding a little bit further back. Actually, 2 players looks to be joining him. Hrun spots the feed out. There's 1 other player. Hrun's going to get the kill, though. Spots out the 2nd player, misses the shot. Perimeter going to push up. Takes out Gambit. And tags up Hrun just a little bit, finishes him off right there. Great little 2K by Perimeter. Echoes, gonna pick up a nice 2K. And make that 3. That'll do. Really solid hold there, especially with the aggression that was coming in. There was the first, and missed the second. But we're looking for Perimeter right now. We've got the first little tap on Gambit, and even though with the op there shows absolute true bravery, holds his footing and makes it work. still on the bye. However, 2 UMPs and a Tech 9 in the hands of Polara Esports. Round 15, so you buy what you can. One player on the outside looking for any sort of aggression, which there is none. And actually, Hazard Esports has only done that once and never really got much out of it. So, not really their play style, it seems. Colin, holding that same angle he got those deagle kills with. He's going to peek around this corner, sees the player, and actually manages to have the reflexes to take out Pyrex. That was absolutely beautiful. I thought he was a gunner for sure. Perimeter, going to drop that bomb over there in the corner. VPZ and him try and put some damage into Echoes, who has been... Ooh! Yep, gets scared right down the vent there. I think he was spotted out. Smokes him out, nade damage. Hits up on a... Actually, no, how did that not hit him? It must have been just on the corner. Looked like Echoes was going to eat a grenade right there, but... Thankfully for him, he did not. He's going to pop back up vents. Very brave. We got one player in hut. Ooh, small flash comes out, and the director, why do you do this to me? Apparently they wanted to watch Front, who gets the first, gets the second. One player's going to go down to his molly, too, pick him up a triple kill. And it's all up to Reach now, holding the AWP 1v1. Alpha has the bomb, 30 seconds. I don't know if Reach heard those footsteps. He's down there, rotating up through Secret, and I think that was just too far down underground for him to hear. Alpha, he's going to be running into here right now, but he has a flashbang out and pulls the gun out just a little too late. Reach is going to take that. That'll be a 13-2 half in the favor of Hazard Esports. Very solid CT hold, but let's see how they can do on the T side. Goes without saying at this point that it is the easier side on counter-terrorists, but it takes a good team with a few amount of set strats to make T side really work. I think the most we've seen so far this season is, I think, 7 or 8 on T side, which is, it's nothing to bat an eye at. Going back into that last round. Echoes pops up. We missed what happened there, but this is where Front gets the first. Gets the second. Really, I thought he should be dead right there. Barely took any damage, and he picked up that third with the molly before he went down. So, very good work by Front. Very impressed so far. I believe there's at least a minute and a half between halves here. Not a whole lot to say. Like, Polara Esports didn't really seem to have a whole lot of executes. They had a double smoke, execute on outside. They had a decent rush execute. I don't even know if you can call it an execute. They just knew to get down a vent and hide behind that smoke, but I think that was shut down pretty quickly by Echoes, who was not letting that happen any time after that. But we are going to get back into the second half now. 4 armors, 5 armors now make it on Hazard Esports side. And actually looks like no upgraded pistols, no utility whatsoever, not even a kit picked up. Not often I see just nothing but armor. Usually somebody has to make the sacrifice over on the T side. But VPZ gonna make first contact with a 4-man rush. Make that a 5-man rush actually. He's still alive, he's fighting this off. Beautiful, and he's still going. Pyrex gets the first, VPZ picks up a third, gets a triple kill for himself, and Alpha's gonna pick up 2 on his behind. Great work there by Hazard Esports. Or sorry, Polara Esports. Yeah. Side switched. My mind's not keeping up. It's been a long day. Do forgive me. But that's exactly what Polara Esports needed at this point. No rifles picked up. Quite a bit of utility. A couple grenades scattered around the hands of Hazard Esports. Some upgraded Tech 9s. P250. Nade out that door. Ooh, Pyrex gets caught with a grenade in his hand. He's going to go down to Colin. And they're going to pile out this door. They're not looking up on Hut. You got 2 players up there. You've got to hear it. Turn around and take some shots. This is a mess right now. This T-side is looking absolutely despicable from Reach. Or sorry, from Hazard Esports. Reach is going to go down to Colin. All 5 players of Polara Esports are going to stay alive. They're going to string 2 rounds together for the first time in quite a while. Money, not looking good right now. I think they may have picked up... No, they did not. I thought they may have picked up some armor or something, but nope, it's going to be a hard eco round out of Hazard Esports. Has to happen. They've got the rounds, though. Plenty of time to make this happen. Only need to pick up 3 rounds to secure the win. This is going to be just an all-out rush. A little jammed up on the window there. 2 players going to go down before Pyrex answers back. Alpha's going to take out Front, and Reed's going to go down. Finished up with a nice little 2K by Perimeter. Can't really toot his horn too much on that. No armor, nothing but Glocks. Just your typical eco round. Sadly, no bomb plan for Hazard Esports, but that loss bonus accrues enough to let all those players pick up an AK. And a fair amount of utility on top of that. Looks like all those submachine guns are going to be dropped. I believe VPZ, yep, dropped his as well at the last second, picks himself up an M4. Very smart. Polara Esports, very good read of the economy of Hazard. Got to give that to them. We've got 4 men on outside. I believe they see those smokes coming, or at least they hear them. Puts out a grenade. Does a little bit of damage, but can't tag anybody up to those smokes. There is one player up on catwalk. Nope, he jumps down just as I say that, of course. And he tries to chips away at Colin a little bit, but Colin's going to come out victorious in that battle. Auto Director, why do you do this to me? Ooh, Colin, you got lucky and you're skilled right there. Pops down vents, takes a lot of damage, but he took out Front immediately. Moose is going to pick up that 5th kill. However, Hazard Esports did get a bomb plan out of that, so they should have money to buy into the next round. Polara Esports, though, making this look easy, losing far few players than Hazard Esports had in their CT side. Now, interesting here. I kind of expected a slightly bigger buy, but Hazard Esports playing it smart, playing the long game, just upgrading some pistols, armor on 3 players. 1 smoke, 4 flashes, 2 players towards the outside, 1 poking into radio room, and 2 in lobby. Actually, make that 3 in lobby as Front is kind of backed off radio room. I think we might fear that op of, I believe that's Perimeter. Let's go over there. Yeah, Perimeter holding on Turnpike. I don't think a shot rang out, but may have. I was a little far off to find that one out. Gambit, ooh, only taking 7 damage from that grenade. Very, very close. Colin's grenade, not going to connect with anybody. Run was close to it, but not close enough. Meanwhile, 3 players are going to move up on outside as Front pushes in through there. And Pyrex is going to take out Moose. That Tech 9 picked themselves up an AK. They did not have the body armor, though. Aim punch is going to be too strong. Colin's going to take him out. Alpha going to take out the person next to him and make that 2 more on top of that. Alpha picking up the 3K with the BM after the round. Come on. The man was down. All he had was a Tech 9. I think actually Alpha picked up that Tech 9. That's his now. Yep, he's holding on to that. 7-13, Polara Esports bringing this back. 5 rounds in a row this half. Hazard Esports yet to pick up a single. However, Front back on the AWP, and he was looking absolutely amazing. He's got a decent spawn for this. And no, I said Front. Auto Director decided to switch off that. We're going right back on to Run, though. And Run is having some issues, so we're just going to turn Auto Director right back on. Finally gets up on top of Silo, spots out the head of the player. Nope, Auto Director, please. Flashbang's going to come up, back him off a little bit. 2 players on the outside, 1 player on Silo, 2 players in lobby for Hazard Esports. And they're slow playing this. Hazard Esports, they have not won a single round. I reiterate, and they're just playing this smart, looking for any sort of early aggression, pick off a player before they make any sort of execute, but it does look like a couple of these players are going to be lining up some smokes right now. That'll smoke off warehouse. I believe the second one should make it safe to pass through red crate. Reach taking his time. Actually, where's he going to throw this? I might take out the little spot between boxes. VPZ, we don't need to see what he's doing right now, Auto Director. It's okay. Yeah. 3rd smoke comes out. Okay, that's where that's going. Moose going to molly that off. Very good grenade, but they're going to run right through it and just take that damage. Alpha's put in a lot of damage on top of that. Takes 2 players down to about half health. Collins here, though. Gets the first, gets the second, almost gets the 3rd before Reach takes him out. Run was still sitting up on top of Silo, and Reach is actually all the way down. He's going to get put out. Perimeter took out Player in vents, though. Ooh, narrowly missed that shot. 5 seconds left in the round. I don't believe the bomb is... Oh, bomb just got put down. It was so close. And perimeter, it's all up to you. Got the first one. I don't know if he spotted out the second player, though. Smartly picks up an M4. I believe he must have spotted out that player. Knows the player is holding out Toxic right now, but did not know where the third player was. Down through double doors. And Hazard Esports going to put themselves up into 14 rounds. First round of the half for them. Although the bank is built enough to really keep Polara Esports in it for at least another 2 rounds. AKs, M4s all across the board. Full utility for both teams. And actually, Moose doesn't have the AWP, but he did have the quick spawn for outside, but it looks like Hazard Esports once again playing it slow. Worked out really well for them last round. They would have lost even fewer players had not so much damage hit them from that molly onto red box. Oh, Irex though, gonna get that first kill out on the Moose. Waiting for his own molly to extinguish right now, and he is down there. No player currently down on the B side from Polara. I'd expect a quick rotate from that player over on ramp, who is perimeter, who has been watching that radio room, but all the players from the T side are rotating over. I'm almost expecting an A hit right now. They've sold a nice fake to B, but they have 2 players down there. They could just come up vents. Colin, going to drop down vents, and oh, there is the player. He's actually going to stand up Irex's head and shoot him right in the face. He's down to 6 HP, though. Front up on Catwalk, going to take out VPZ. Gambit, here's the player. Very low health. Colin really didn't stand a chance, even if he knew where that player was. Gambit going to take him out. Alpha, answering back, taking out Rund. Player advantage in the hands of Hazard Esports. Alpha upgrading to the AK. Going to go towards Secret. The bomb will be planted. Perimeter. Coming down ramp, making a lot of noise, though. That second player sneaking down wisely, but Alpha's not looking in the right corner. Reach is going to say hello and give him a nice little one tap to the head. All going to be up to perimeter now. Bomb is planted. 3 players on 3 different angles, and he does not know where anyone is. This is looking dangerous. Makes a sound. That's not going to be good. Checks Toxic. Needs to turn around now. Run. Distracted a little bit right there. Oh, that was not Rund. I think it was Reach who made a little distract right there. Shooting out the windows, and Hazard Esports is going to be on a match point. 15-7. Polara Esports has just enough to buy it in this round. I think they might have to maybe put a player on a UMP. Yep, there it comes out. Moose on just a 5-7. But he's sitting on 1 kill this half, so you know what, I'd make that same decision. All the players holding back in lobby at the moment for the Hazard Esports side. Oh wait, nope, sorry. See, once again, Nuke is so confusing looking at the menu. There's actually 3 on T roof. Gambit taking out that door, gets immediately put down for making so much noise. Colin's going to shut him out immediately, and just misses seeing the player, I believe. Molotov is going to come out, bounce off, take out that spot that is normally held up top on the rafters. Colin gets himself a second before he's taken out by Hrond. Alpha's going to answer back immediately, taking up Irex. Reach, taking out Alpha. Player advantage is in Polara Esports' hands, but the bomb is going to go down now. They do have kits, however. And there is 1 player who had just pushed through Red Room on the flank. Reach was about to go check that, but VPZ pushing through Mini. It's going to take him out. Hrund answers back. VPZ cannot get the second kill. 1v1 right now. The reload comes out, and Moose actually manages to save Polara Esports with that 5-7. You put a pistol in the hands of the weakest player, and he makes something happen with it. That's got to feel good for Moose. Give him a little bit of a morale boost. 15-8. Polara Esports still in it. Narrowly still in it. Oh my lord. Oh, it was a misbuy. I saw a sawed off and I got really excited for a second, but that's gonna really cost Reach. Instead of accidentally buying that sawed off is gonna make him have to buy a Galil instead of the AK. Let's hope that doesn't hamper them too much. They do have the rounds to spare if it does. Flashes are gonna come out early. Smokes are gonna plume. It's gonna back everybody off. Actually, there's nobody holding outside there. That player rotated down through A, and we had 1 player down underneath. Colin spots nobody out in lobby. I'm going to relay that information to his team, I'd assume. He's going to pop back up here, and actually, not spot out anybody. Smartly, Pyrex actually holding up near Secret. He's going to watch for a flank. Pyrex, actually, we caught him, didn't catch it on camera. Pyrex did actually get that first kill of the round, getting Colin on that flank. Alpha picks off 2 before he's answered back by Echoes. 3v3, make that 2v3, 2v2 now. Kills coming out left, right, and center. Auto Director decided to go into third person for some strange reason, which I didn't even think it could do. But, you know, Auto Director's there to entertain. Through a surprise, I guess. And Polara Esports is going to pick up a second round in a row, which they still desperately needed. They need every single one of these rounds. They can't lose a single one, so this is going to have to be a 15-15 comeback, and I'm not actually familiar with overtime rules anymore. I think I may have seen an overtime last season, but it's been 3 or 4 months since I've casted that, so we're going to see Pyrex with the Glock. Gambit follows up the damage and makes it work. Alpha's going to trade that back, but Reach is going to take him out, and they're going to get a bomb plan out of this. VPZ peeks around the corner, takes out Gambit, spots out the second player. Perimeter's going to take him out. And Run actually going to far range Glock at another headshot. Run actually making Glock look lethal. 2v2. I see some GGs in chat, but don't say that too early. I don't think it's quite there. In the back of an eco, that would be quite embarrassing. Echoes. 1v2. Bomb is ticking away right now, and they do. Oh, Echoes hurt. Here's this. They didn't check it. Oh my god, he's gonna pick himself up an AK. Those GGs might be called out correctly. Moose does know where that last player is. I don't think he's on the bomb yet. He has to be. He smoked it. He's going for the full defuse, and he absolutely has to stick this. Echoes is actually gonna get it. Oh my god, they get it on the back of an almost full eco. I gotta chalk that up to Frond with the Glock. He makes the Glock look lethal with those headshots he's getting. That was a really entertaining game. The score might not have been as close as you'd like it to be, but still, every single round seemed to be very close, except for 1 or 2. There was a lot of skills in these players. Frond, I like seeing it. Colin, the Deagle Master. I'm probably going to have to check back on these teams next week and see what map they play. So, like, good stuff on both teams. May not have been close in the round points, but how the rounds were played out, it was much closer than it looked. Good stuff, good stuff. I'd like to thank you all for joining me. Normally, I do at least 2, but it was a really long work day for me, and I am absolutely exhausted. Got to see a really good match, too. Normally, I do like 2 or 3, and it kind of goes, it's a little wavery. Some teams are better than others. We saw a 16-0 stomp last night, which was a little disheartening for definitely the team with 0 rounds, but this was a solid match, and I'm happy just to do the one tonight. So, once again, thank you all for joining me. I'm Insomnia. I am trying to do at least one match every day of Season 24, so grab that follow button by the pussy if you want to. It's your world. Make what you want of it. I'm going to bow out. Hope you all have a good night, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Adios, friends.